What's going on, everybody? It's the franchise here, one half of the GOW, the Generation Wrestling Podcast. Tonight, later on, man, we got a Friday night block party coming to you. So be sure to tune in to that on all social and podcast platforms. That's at Generation Wrestling Podcast. Predominantly, when we do our live streams, you can catch us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, or X as you call it. We share to there as well. But yeah, make sure you check that if you're an audio listener as opposed to a visual listener. You can catch us anywhere you find Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. But really quick, ain't gonna hold the people up too long. Just wanted to kind of give my thoughts. I had it on the brain, so I just really wanted to talk about WWE's impending debut on Netflix, January 6th, Los Angeles, California, the Intuit Dome. I'm very excited to see just visually how this works. We're gonna kind of get a taste test of live sports entertainment, if you will, with December 25th with the Houston, Texas game that's scheduled to happen on Christmas Day. You're supposed to have a halftime show performed by Beyonce. We already kind of had an experience as far as the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight, which worked well, at least on my end for the most part, and up until the main event. Which of course, you had everybody trying to tune in. So I don't think the Netflix servers were prepared to handle that. But you got another chance to kind of fix things out, sort out the kinks with this December 25th game, of course, coming up in Houston. And then, shortly after that, what about a week and a half? You got, WWE Monday Night Raw weekly show coming to you live and direct on Netflix. So I'm very curious to see how that works. Again, the first show is coming from LA at the Intuit Dome. To me, over the last few years, you've just been getting bigger and better as far as these arenas and stadiums. Everybody's going more and more high tech. I mean, the Golden State Warriors love their new arena. The Pistons a few years ago, back when they debuted the Little Caesars Arena, is a really good arena. When you look at the Cowboys Stadium, they were the first to really kind of have that big, larger than life jumbotron, which I think stretches like 50 or 60 yards or something crazy like that. So you got that. And then, of course, now you fast forward to the Minnesota Vikings, their stadium. When you look at, the Oakland Raiders, their stadium, and that looks, very aesthetically pleasing from the outside. Then, of course, the Rams, you look at their stadium out there in Inglewood. So to see, visually what could be when you include WWE's production element, when you include the Netflix side of things, and already what the Intuit Dome can do from a visual aesthetic and perspective, I'm very, very curious. We're gonna have all of the big time stars there. You're gonna have the CM Punks. You're gonna have Roman Reigns. You're gonna have John Cena. I would imagine The Rock is gonna be there. You already know the game. The King of Kings, Triple H is gonna probably be there. I would assume. I mean, why not? They're gonna bring in Travis Scott, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna have other high profile musicians and celebrities there. I believe Vanessa Hudgens was reported to have been invited. She was already at a Raw recently. We had Lin-Manuel Miranda. He's been at a WWE show recently. So, you in Los Angeles, baby. You in the city of angels. Some would say the fallen angels. But you are in the mecca outside of New York of entertainment. So there's no doubt in my mind Monday Night Raw going back to 3 hours, that Triple H and WWE, they're going to pull out all the stops. You're going to have the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. You're going to have your new draftee to Monday Night Raw, Logan Paul there, former U.S. champion. You're going to have, I believe, the Bloodline. They got drafted to Raw, I believe was what was said or reported. So, Charlotte Flair, she's rumored to be coming back soon. Asuka, when is she coming back? Becky Lynch, a lot of people think that Becky's going to show up. So there's so much curiosity, hype, interest, intrigue. And yeah, WWE, they're going to take their weekly show to Netflix. So Netflix, of course, has killed the game when it's come to streaming and just, really putting that footprint out there. And yeah, I'm really excited to see what else and who else follows suit. You already got the NFL on Amazon Prime. You already got the NBA. They got their different deals and stuff like that. So, hey, look, it's a new era according to Triple H. bigger and better storylines, all the top stars on Monday Night Raw. We shall see. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, be sure if you haven't already, tune in to us tonight, around 9:50ish Eastern Standard Time. For our Friday night block party, in which we will be talking some WWE SmackDown and just other relevant wrestling news and some stuff that's not wrestling, man. Come hang out with your boys, man. I'm the franchise. My partner, Too Cold, King Too Cold, will be on with us. As always, be sure if you're an audio person and not necessarily a visual person, you want to hear us on the go, Generation of Wrestling podcast on all of your social networks and audio platforms such as, like I said, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all of that, man. iHeartRadio. So make sure to tune in, okay? Tune in. And also on the YouTube side of things, go ahead, be sure to check out all of our interviews. We got over 30 interviews on the page, some with Jordan Grace, Mickey James, Eric Bischoff, DDP, JTG from the group formerly known as Crime Time, Eric Bischoff, I think I said that already, Eric Young, Josh Alexander, Moose, Mickey James, Gail Kim, the list, Thunder Rosa, the list goes on and on and on. Be sure to check it out. But until then, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the franchise, repping on behalf of the GOW. My boy King Tuco to be on here with me later. But until then, man, we'll see you when we see you. Peace.